Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Morgan. I was going to do a collective tarot reading today, so let's get into it. What does the collective need to know right now? What's the collective energy about? Thank you. They want me to say something about my life, so I'm going to just say I've had a rough month. This Aries energy has been really intense on me. I am a Gemini, so yes, we get the 10 of Wands. That is exactly how we describe. I'm going to get a few cards and then we'll talk about them. One of these cards is in there. I'll show them to you in a second. So we got the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the Lovers, and the 4 of Pentacles. Holding on to some sort of wish, and then the 2 of Pentacles. So going back and forth between a decision that needs to be made and for your best interest or for your wish fulfillment, something that you desire and you really want in your life. There's a decision that needs to be made around that. What else is going on? We don't have any people yet. 4 of Swords, so we're healing from this 10 of Wands energy. We get the Justice. And the 2 of Swords. So 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. That means a lot of mental energy and trying to decide in the physical world what it is that you want to do. There might be some really big questions happening right now. Queen of Pentacles is the first person to come out. This is a grounded, loving, caring, almost nurturing energy. She's been coming out a lot in a lot of my readings. The collective is just dealing with being grounded, and the Devil shows up. How well you can see that. Let's see. So, on the bottom, we got the Page of Cups. So there's some sort of offer that has come in, some opportunity or offer or thought form, thought pattern. Something's come in and really stressed you out with the 10 of Wands here. Maybe if I hold it here, closer to the light. And then we get the 9 of Cups. This deck is really beautiful. I know I keep saying that, but it's literally my favorite deck. So there's something that needs to happen with the Justice, or something that is happening. So the Justice comes in when things need to be balanced out, when there is some karmic debt being repaid. So there's a decision that needs to be made about this Devil energy, probably with codependences, any type of thought forms that are negative and holding you back. These can be, and I keep getting messages on my computer, so there's something about that. Somebody, my messages were a thank you from somebody. So somebody is appreciating you, especially with this Page of Cups. Somebody is appreciating you, but something's going on in the background that is helping you heal from some sort of wound that has happened. I wouldn't be surprised to see the 3 of Swords come out. Let's see what else. The Knight of Wands. So there's a new beginning, a passionate new beginning of some kind coming in. Ten of Swords. Yeah, something has really come in and bothered you. It's felt like a betrayal of some kind. Something you didn't see coming, but was karmically just. So it was the right thing. And there is some back and forth. Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, this need to understand and learn what you're going to do about it. See what makes sense for you. The decision that needs to be made about some of these devil energies. So anything holding you back. It's a very indecisive reading. I can feel it. It's some sort of action needs to be taken, but there's some kind of energy that doesn't want to do that. Some resistance. The devil can be resistance for me. And the need to go inward. I'm going to hold this by the light. The need to go inward with the Hermit. And maybe it is something you learned about your spiritual nature, about life in general, that has really felt like a betrayal. Whoa. When we get the Ace of Cups, it did fly out in reverse. So there is, it must have been something you were passionate about that just didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. What is this devil energy? What is the devil energy? Movement forward, the Chariot. So some sort of path. Maybe you diverted to you were on one path and had to divert to another path. Let's see what else. What else is the devil? A Tower moment. Something that really came in and shook up the foundation and really probably destroyed something in order to, which felt like a betrayal, in order to put you on a different path. Three of Pentacles. It could have had something to do with working with others. What is the Two of Swords? The Empress. So the need to be grounded, loving, sensual, and need to be positive. The Empress takes care of herself, right? So there's a need to take care of the self while making this decision. And the Emperor. So we get the pair of the Emperor and the Empress. So it needing to be balanced, divine masculine and feminine energies within the self need to come together so that you can make that decision. Because that Two of Swords, maybe one side of yourself wants to do it one way and the other side wants to do it the other way, especially with this masculine and feminine. Feminine wants to sit back and receive, and the masculine wants to do and go forward. And so the decision is between the two. What do I do? Do I go forward or do I sit and receive? A little more on the Emperor, Empress. What should the collective do? I just heard it'll be different for everybody. What's the Tower? What's the Tower? What is the Tower, please? It's the World. So the ending of something. Something has come to completion and is finished. And so that's actually a really good thing. You know, we need to be finish cycles. We got the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords. So we know that there's a cycle ending. And the World makes perfect sense there. And then we get the Page of Wands. This was a passionate, you know, endeavor, something that you're doing that you feel passionate about. So it was something you felt passionate about, and that's what caused the Tower. That's because it's frustrating when you have to let go of things that you don't want to let go of. King of Swords, some sort of having to use the mental body to really make this decision, but we having to choose between that feminine and masculine side. Anything else? Let's see. What is the Four of Swords? What are we healing from? What are we healing from? What are we healing from? One of them fell on the floor. The Knight of Pentacles. So something that was very much moving forward. It was moving forward slowly, but it was moving forward. Then we get the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Death card, another ending. So we get the Death card, Knight of Swords, more of the mental body working its way through our system, right? Really, this is fast action. So something happened very quickly. A truth came in that happened very quickly, and you didn't probably know what to do with it. And I'm going to reshuffle these cards. So you have to bear with me. Okay. Before my readings, I don't know why I want to say this, but I always ask 100 angels to hold the space. So if anybody else needs that, just to use that in their everyday playing with tarot cards, to hold the space and not allow in anything that isn't balanced and loving. So let's keep going. What else does the collective need to know? So we know the masculine and feminine are kind of, which side? Yeah, Five of Wands. Five of Wands. And I believe this is an internal Five of Wands. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like there's a battle going on between that masculine and feminine side of each other. Or I said each other, but I meant the self. But so maybe each other. Maybe there's someone else involved in this. Who else is involved in this? Whoa. So this, okay. Part of this, maybe there's two different groups of people. Part of this is about the self. This is the wow, Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is about self-sufficiency, standing on your own 2 feet. Is there anyone else involved in this? Wow, then we get the Wheel of Fortune. This was meant to happen. Whatever is going on in your life, it was meant to happen. Even if it feels like a betrayal. Yeah, and I mean, it's just about more of this two energy. So Two of Wands. This is really deciding on which path it is you're going to take. What is the answer to this? I was going to say to this path. Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. It's following your passion, being emotionally mature, really sitting with the self. The Queen of Cups is very, I wanted to say posh, which is an interesting, I don't know where that came from, but takes care of herself emotionally, takes care of her inner child, is very sweet and loving, very understanding. And Magician. Could have something to do with a physical manifestation that has happened in this life and a physical path that you're going to have to Four of Swords again. And so the healing from this is the opportunity and the deciding and learning how to work with the masculine and feminine energies. Because each side of ourselves, we got the Three of Cups on the bottom. There's a lot of Cups energy going on right now with like needing to maybe work with other people with that celebration energy. There's some part of this that should be celebrated, even though it feels really like a betrayal at the moment. How do we decide which side to use, masculine or feminine? How do we decide to use, how do we know which side is best? The Sun. So this could be going out in nature. This could be being in the light of the sun itself. And this can also, I put it on the Four of Swords. So the healing itself, it's illuminating new things. The sun is how we know which side. Interesting. I'm not 100% sure. Knight of Pentacles. So taking it slow. Taking it slow. Stepping away from drama, from other people. Nobody else's opinion needs to matter on how you're going to handle this situation, this Tower moment. I had another Tower moment in my channel messages. I was talking about the Tower moment that I've had. I haven't talked about my own. I just talked about channeling that there would be a tower for everybody. And I'd be very interested to know what kind of tower you guys have had. So we get the Strength card, which means it is a difficult situation. That this is hard and nobody is saying that it isn't hard. Something has happened that really shook your foundation of either who you are or something that you had going in this life that was very important to you. You felt very connected to it. You had a lot of love for it, but it is an opportunity to heal from this situation. That is the opportunity, is the healing that is going to come from it. And you will find out which way to use either the masculine pushing force or the feminine sitting back and receiving through the sun. So I would sit outside in the sun, ask the sun if it can give you some information. And then working with other people and defending the self. Seven of Wands, Three of Pentacles. So defending the self and working with other people. So maybe there needs to be something that you say to somebody else. Well, I know that you can handle this. And I understand because it's going on in my life. I'm part of this collective. And I appreciate you all being here. And I'll see you next time.